there has been a change in the pattern and balance of demand. And what that has meant is that you need to allocate your stock differently and you need to manage it differently. And most retailers are not really set up for this new kind of trading market that we're in today, and that is probably going to be the new norm going forward.
You know, supply chain transformation today is more important than it's ever been. And the reason for that is because the mix of channels is different today. The products themselves are evolving. There are different models for selling products or buying products, for example, subscription-based models. And so what that means is that where you need to hold stock at any given point in time, how you manage customer orders so that you can fulfill them not only as quickly as possible, but as profitably as possible, is very different to the way it used to be. And so that puts pressure on order management, it puts pressure on supply chain planning, forecasting, allocation, replenishment, distribution operations, retail operations, returns management, everything. And of course your relationship with your own suppliers, because increasingly your suppliers are becoming an extension of your supply chain. They're able to hold stock for you. They're able to offer you a broader product catalogue, which in turn you can make available to your customers than you could have done before. So all of those components taken together mean that the way that you need to operate your supply chain is very different to the way it used to be. And all of that change puts pressure not only on the operation, but on the economics of the supply chain too.
How do we deploy our skill sets to actually address those needs, those demands?
The start point is to come up with a strategy for what the supply chain needs to be in order to meet the needs of the business. And that would be the earliest start point that we would become involved. But in our world, coming up with a supply chain strategy requires a number of different disciplines to be brought to the table. So you have to understand the capabilities required, but you also need to be able to simulate, again, using a data science-based approach, what the performance of the new supply chain is likely to be and how to tune it in the best possible way. So we will bring to the table an understanding of what supply chain best practice is. We will also bring to the table the ability to simulate and model various supply chain options. And then we will work with our clients and advise them on what the right long-term supply chain solution should be for their business. Having defined that, we'll then help them define the operating model for supply chain, so the business processes, the organisation structure required, and the tools and technology required. And then we'll work with them to start the supply chain journey, pick the relevant partners that they need, whether it's technology partners or consulting partners, and work with them step by step all the way through that journey itself until they've achieved their supply chain objectives.